this first part in a multi-part series regarding getting materials over to your attorney for disclosure to the other party. What we're going to be covering today is really just converting your files into PDF, which is a much more manageable format for your attorney to be able to take your documents and then just get them out the door and get them disclosed to the other party. Of course, the benefit in converting your documents over to PDF first is that it's going to save your attorney and her staff time, which helps save you money, and it also ensures that the exact document that you want to disclose, you get to see exactly how it is going to be reproduced when your attorney discloses it. So the first thing that I want to cover here is you need to have a program that converts or prints to PDF. Most systems are going to already have something installed. If you don't have something already installed, I did a little bit of searching and found a program called Qt PDF that'll convert. You can see the website for the download here. Even though I already have other programs that will convert to PDF, I just went ahead and downloaded this one, and so that's what I'll be using today. If you already have something on your computer, please use that. If you want to try something different, or if you don't have anything, then go ahead and give this program a try, and I will go ahead and link it in the description. Now, I've already installed it, so I'm not going to go through the process here. Um, so we'll just go right over to converting a couple of files. Now, the first one that I'm going to convert are a couple of emails. You see, a lot of times we get emails just forwarded over to us, and that's usually fine. It just creates some inefficiencies where we have to then convert it to PDF. Also, it just puts extra things in the email header, and it can make it a little confusing when using these emails as an exhibit in trial, because instead of your name at the top, it's going to have the attorney's or the attorney's paralegal name at the top, and it creates just a little bit of confusion. You don't want to give the judge any confusion if you can avoid that, so that they can just very quickly and easily understand what it is that you're trying to say with your exhibits. So the first email that I have here is just an email, subject line, tomorrow's visit. Something from work came up. I would be able to pick them up. So it looks like there's a typo, assuming that means I would not be able to pick them up. So what we're going to do here is, now that the email's open, just going to go to print. And you see we have a dialog box appear here. Right now my destination is set to a Brother printer, so I'm going to select a different printer here. I don't see my cute PDF, so I'm going to just scroll down. Oh, and it looks like I didn't actually, oh, here's the cute PDF, cute PDF writer. So I'm going to select that as my printer. Um, I'm going to do color. And there's a few other settings that we can pick to see exactly how we want it. Most of the time, things are going to best be done as a letter, 8.5 by 11, because that's how it's going to be printed when it's sent to the court. And then we're just going to go ahead and print. And you see the computer's just taking a moment to pull up the proper software. And you see we have a little box here. This is going to be the first exhibit in our list, and we'll get to the exhibit list in just one moment. So I'm just going to title this as Exhibit 1. And you can see I was practicing a little bit before right there. And I'm going to save this as Exhibit 1. And now it's saved in my downloads folder. So the other thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is go over to my exhibit table, and this will be covered in more detail in another video. Um, so my exhibit 1, you see I have a list here. Now I need to give it a title. So I want to give it a descriptive title that you can very quickly and easily tell what it is. So this is an email sent September 9, 2020, and the subject is tomorrow's visit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give that as a title. And you see it just very simply titled it September 19, 2020 email regarding tomorrow's visit. Now, the other thing that I have in the exhibit table here, and again, I'll cover this more in detail later, is relevance, description, or notes. This would be anything that you want your attorney to specifically know about the exhibit or inferences that you want to draw from it. Basically, it would be the what you would want to testify to when presenting this exhibit in court. So we're just going to say that opposing party is unable to exercise parenting time. And little typo here. We'll just go ahead and fix that. Okay, and so we're just going to do the same thing again. That email is now done. So I'm going to go to the other email that I have here, medication. Um, you can read, I forgot the antibiotics. Can you just give him a double dose during your time? Depending on what exactly the medical issues are, this could be something concerning. So you want your attorney to have this email as well. So I hit print once again. My previous printer is already selected, so I'm back to Qt PDF. I'm going to go ahead and print that and just wait for the software to do its thing again. Now you can see where that initial exhibit that I had, it's there as exhibit 1, so I'm going to make this exhibit 2. Go ahead and save that, and then just move back over to my exhibit title. Again, it's going to be the same first part. For the title, the email was sent on the same date, so it's a September 19, 2020 email regarding medication. And then for the relevance description, this could say that our child has an infection and medication be given every 4 hours. Uh, So here we're just going to say that opposing party did not give any over 2 days. So that helps your attorney know exactly why this exhibit is important, which might not otherwise be understandable just by reading the email. So finally, we just did 2 emails. Going to do a picture. A lot of times pictures are used as evidence. Part of the problems with pictures, though, is that the formatting can get very strange on them, and so it's very convenient to have the pictures delivered as a PDF instead of in some sort of more typical picture format like a JPEG or a TIFF file. So what we do is I have a picture here already forwarded it to myself. We can see a small child with some pretty crazy hair there. So all I'm going to do is pretty much the same thing. If you have, if you need to do some cropping or other work with the picture, I would recommend downloading the picture first and then opening it in some sort of simple photo editor. But I'm just going to print this straight out of my Gmail here. So I'm just going to go to print. And you see it frames the picture, puts it all in there. We want to make sure that the crop, nothing happens in the cropping of the picture, because that can happen when you move to PDF. If you do have issues with the cropping of a picture, again, either open it in a photo editor before printing, or you're going to need to mess around with some of the settings here. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and print this photo. And we can see the software again opened up the printer. This is the third exhibit, so I'm going to title it Exhibit 3, save it as a PDF, and then just like before, I'm going to go over to my exhibit table, title, picture from September 19 of child. And then in our description, we're going to say why we think that this picture is important, and we'll just say that this picture is important. The picture demonstrates that the opposing party does not own a hairbrush. All right, and so our list explains why these exhibits are important. The list also allows for very easy copying and pasting into a disclosure statement, and then we have all of our documents converted into PDF. So the only thing left to do would be to take this exhibit table and take our 3 PDF files that we created and email it over to your attorney's office. Again, as I said, there's going to be more parts to this series. May also be redoing this video since it's just a beta right now. But until then, please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.